I'm back with another video. This video is a comment that Mitch McConnell said. So, in his position, in Mitch McConnell's position on reparations, he tried to sidetrack that by dragging Obama under the bus with him. According to this clip I got from Afro Senator News, T. West, he says Obama's position on reparations. And it says in quotes, I have said in the past, and I'll repeat again, that the best reparations we can provide are good schools that you have not provided. The good schools are for immigrants, illegal immigrants, and their ankle babies. That's what the good schools are. Because if you look at the schools that Black Americans go to, they're trash. Their books are Dick and Sally books from when I was in first grade in '65 or '66 when I went to first grade in '66. So you say the best reparations are good schools for who? Black Americans have been waiting for good schools since the end of slavery. And they have gone to schools that are predominant for black children. And then what happened? The schools are funded, became to be funded by the government and then defunded. And then certain kids are bussed out of these defunded schools and sent to wealthier whiter schools. And then the immigrants move into the black neighborhood, take the resources and the benefits, and create their own schools where you may have one or two black students there, but the majority are in dilapidated schools. So if good schools are the best reparations, why hadn't that happened? And it happened because Black Americans are considered slaves, waiting to be criminalized as felons for things like jaywalking, talking on the phone in a corner of a hotel you paid to stay at, or swimming in the pool at an apartment complex that you pay rent at, etc., etc. And they said good schools in the inner city. Why were the good schools taken out of the inner cities? Why were all the children bused, sent to wealthier, whiter schools, and the inner city children are left in dilapidated schools, not getting an education at all, and then they grow up and not have the necessary courses to enter college and jobs for people who are unemployed. So why aren't there jobs? Why, when Trump came into office, 10% of African Americans or Black Americans nationwide are unemployed, as the unemployment rate supposedly goes down as a nation, but it continues to rise and stay high for Black Americans who are unemployed, and many who have just gave up on seeking jobs. And I am one of those that gave up in the 80s after going to the unemployment office and doing everything I should and being walked in a way about there are no jobs, doing everything creatively I could think of for jobs just to be turned down. And the last job I was turned down for was a clerk job that I was, that I qualified for because I got an associate degree, but that would be overqualified, but it's a job since I couldn't get a job. And what did she tell me? I have to speak Spanish to get any of the jobs that I was eligible for and qualified for. So, since I graduated high school, I've never been eligible for any job on the planet and turned down for every job. So now I'm married and I have a husband to take care of me. I don't have to worry about that foolishness. But people who are unemployed, you ain't trying to employ no black Americans as reparations when Obama was in chair. Or now that while Trump is in chair and you want Trump gone, okay. The best reparations Mitch McConnell can provide are good schools in the inner city and jobs for people who are unemployed. He did not say good schools for black Americans, ADOS in inner cities, or jobs for black Americans, black people who are unemployed. He just said people. There are a lot of unemployed people, white people, Hispanic people, which I doubt if Hispanic people are unemployed because the because the immigrants that are here legally only hire their illegal. So black unemployment is stagnant. It's not going anywhere but up for black Americans. Therefore, like like T West said, if they don't write the legislation, they will. And they will take it to Senate, House of Representatives themselves because it's like ADOS is just done with these people, Mitch McConnell, Obama, Trump, whoever is running for president and going around them like people doing a job. You get treated horribly on a job. Supervisor does nothing about it. You have the lead people do nothing about it. You just get abused by other workers to the point where you are stressed out to the point of blacking out and seeing red and trying to not murder people who are intentionally trying to psychologically, emotionally, physically murder you by creating total chaos in your life on the job. And other people pretending not to see it. So what does a certain person do? Goes around the supervisor to the head of the department. Now you got the head of the department, you got to come down here and see what in the world is going on because this man is on the verge of suing the whole company. Stuff I say he got taken care of. So this is what I see ADOS, black Americans, are doing. They are consciously coming together and like T-Rex says, write their legislation for reparations, like he says. HR 40 is over. Studies have been done. The HR 40 sat on the desk for 50 years as Claude Anderson was trying to put it out there. Now that black Americans, ADOS are woke and aware of the situation. Oh, okay, HR 40. Oh, it's time for us to put the HR 40 on the table. Studying is over with. We already see what this economic system has done to the black community. These immigrants coming in have done to black Americans born here in the United States. See what happens. So now, good schools in inner cities that are being shut down for black Americans, closed, whatever, defunded, and jobs for people who are unemployed, which doesn't include ADOS or black Americans in these communities that the immigrants are coming in and getting sanctuary and help. My thing is, if you come into the black community to hide, and if your name is Elizabeth Warren, make it legal to come into the, for everybody at the border to just come on in, then what? Black Americans don't have to support, help these people at all. Let the government that let them in help them. Don't come to black churches. Don't come to black organizations. Go to white churches. Go to white organizations. Because we as black Americans, Adolf, only need to take care of ourselves, create our bootstraps and pull ourselves up and live our lives and let the immigrants live their lives. And that's just how I see it, since they really don't need Adolf black Americans. And it goes on to say, and this is the problem where he dragged Obama under the bus with him. Not much different than Mitch McConnell, and both are descendants of slave owners. Obama may be a descendant of slave owners. I will have to look that up because what I understand, Obama great grandparents came over here on a ship on his census board, emigrated over here in Kansas, gave birth to Obama's grandmother, who gave birth to Obama's mother. Now, I will have to look that up, but I don't see anywhere in Obama's book that says his great granddaddy was a slave owner or his granddad and grandma were slave owners. I know they were hotel owners, so I don't think Mitch McConnell dragging Obama under the bus with him to deny reparations for black Americans descendants of slavery is going to wash. I don't think nobody buying it, because I'm not buying it, because Obama's not running for office. I don't know. I don't even hear much from Obama. Obama's not the one in the House writing legislations, making sure that all citizens that are born in the United States are treated fairly, are are priced out of everything, defunded by everything, are made to work on as little as possible and continue to pull income, making sure that they are poor and poor to the point where a family of four have to eat off a dollar as far as the black American families go, the ADOS families go, as illegal immigrants move into the black American families, communities, and be taken care of by them. I don't see it happening anymore. But anyway, that's all I have to say about this this comment that was made by Mitch McConnell, saying not much different than Mitch McConnell's and both. Not much different than Mitch McConnell's and both are descendants of slavery. So I don't really, that statement don't make much, it's not really speaking much sense to me. But I get the gist of what he's saying. He and Obama are descendants of slave owners. That's basically what he's saying. And to me, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that because getting mad at Obama. Obama served his 8 terms. He took care of his people, his LGBTQ people. He made sure they were taken care of, very well taken care of, got legislation to help him. Made sure the illegal immigrants got legislation to help the DACA, you know, and told Black American Adolf they shouldn't ask for anything because Obama is their reparations. Now, since he might be reparations for the silent generation, but he's not reparations for baby boomers, Gen Xers, millennials, and definitely not Gen Z. But anyway, that's it for this video, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.